What's up, guys? Welcome to Keto Rewind, and it's week 28, so it's time for another keto transformation update. So, if you have just now found my channel, hit that subscribe button down below. I am on a journey to lose 140 pounds, and I am using an intermittent fasting and ketogenic type lifestyle. Okay, so before we get started really quick, I'm not a doctor, not a coach, not a whatever. My video is based off of my experience in the research that I've done and discussions with my own personal doctor. So I wanted to give you that. I think it's fair to say you got to do your own research and decide if keto's the right thing for you. All right, well, let's get started. Let's get the cat right out of the bag, and everybody wants to know how much did I lose this week. Well, I am down 2 more pounds, so bam, another scale picture. I weighed in at 234 point, I think it was like 4 today, and that makes my grand total in 28 weeks. I lost 75 pounds. High five for me. And a little round of applause. So 75 pounds is fantastic. I still have 65 pounds left until I hit my goal weight of 169. And then also I want to point out that my birthday is Saturday, so I wanted to be down 80 pounds before I hit my birthday. So that means I have 5 pounds I gotta lose this week, which is a little too crazy. But it'll be fun. I'm going to really push and be really strict this week so that I can indulge on my birthday. And, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So, let's give you the overview of week 28. Now, 2 weeks ago, oh wait, before I say that, speaking of birthdays, every single year since I became morbidly obese, so essentially like the last 15 years, every birthday, when I blew out the candles on my birthday cake, was thinking to myself, please, please, please lose the weight, lose this weight, lose 100 pounds. It was every single year for the last 16, 15 or so years. My wish has been to take charge of my health, to do something about it, and it's sad because that was literally, and that's also have always been my New Year's resolution as well. So both of those, it was the same one, you can't tell anybody because then it won't come true. So now I get to tell you because this year I took charge. Had I started maybe after my birthday, I could be at my goal weight by now, but I started in February 11th, 2019. So, I'm like, what is that, 4 or 5 months behind, but that's okay because what matters is I'm getting it done now. So to be able to even say I'm down 75 pounds in a year and I only started, 6 months ago, that's pretty awesome. So I'm already happy with that and super pleased. And I can't wait that this next birthday and next New Year's resolution, I will not be wishing to lose this weight ever again. Like it won't even be something I have to say ever again because I got it done. So with all that being said, let's talk about week 28. So a little over 2 weeks ago, I started taking collagen. And my reasons for taking collagen were because excess skin, it helps with skin, your joints, support, hair and nails, main reasons to take collagen. Well, I'm going to rewind to like, let's see, I think it was about 2 years ago. We were playing in the pool, and I threw my friend's kid in the pool. You know how they want, throw me, throw me. Well, I was throwing my kid, which at the time, she was like 30 pounds, so you can really hum a kid in the water, you know. Well, then I did her son, and I threw him, and he was like 50 pounds. So it was like I went from like a 30-pound kid, and then I did a 50-pound kid, and I felt my shoulder like, oh, I just felt something rip or tear or something. So I started physical therapy. I was getting shots, cortisone shots, I think it was called, on my shoulder, like the rehab, for like 3 months. And even after the rehab was over, or the physical therapy, it's been grindy. Like when you do this, I could feel it grinding, or if I lifted something heavy. And what I was eventually diagnosed with was impingement. That's because I had an injury that like I kind of didn't really take care of, even though I did the physical therapy, but it allowed me to start compensating to using that muscle. So instead of lifting up a gallon of milk, I would, do it a different way because it didn't hurt. Well, that created this impingement problem too. So, I've been dealing with it and just taking it easy since it happened. And that, the shoulder surgery talk and all that stuff, I'm like, no, not gonna happen. So I was just dealing with it. Well, 2 weeks on collagen. Day one at the gym, I was on the machine and I felt the grinding, but it wasn't bad. I was able to get through 2 sets on the machine before I felt it, but it was just barely there. And then towards the end of the week, on my last workout of the week, so this is like 2 weeks on collagen and 1 week at the gym, I no longer have any grinding at all in my shoulder, which is crazy because I felt this for like 2 years now, and I've just been dealing with it because I'm too lazy and cheap and, wanting to have anything fixed the right way. So, but I thought that was so cool. I was like, talking to my husband, I'm like, I didn't feel anything at all. Like you wouldn't even know I had a problem. So I am still going to take it easy on the gym on any upper body type exercise because I want this shoulder to be healed properly with the muscle that I'm going to be building at the gym. But here's a quick little video to prove I've been at the gym all week. So yeah, this is just one of many videos that I'm probably going to put together to show you what I do at the gym, and I'm going to do several different ones. I'm going to use some videos that are going to be just machines, some that'll just be free weights, and then there'll be some videos with an incorporation of everything. So those are coming up, but stay tuned for that. And plus, I'm going to have somebody film me. I just set my camera on the floor for that video. But anyways, I wanted to report back that just in 2 weeks, my collagen and strength training has like transformed my shoulder. And it's such a happy dance, such a non-scale victory to talk about this week, that I'm more excited than the fact that I lost 2 pounds on this, last week. But I was also surprised because usually when I go back to the gym, I always gain a pound or 2. And I think it's because obviously the water weight and stuff, but I didn't gain any weight. I lost 2 pounds, so that was pretty cool. And like I said, I did take it easy at the gym because I'm not trying to kill myself right off the bat. I want to get some good muscle rebuilding going before I really step it up. So basically that was one of the main things that I had to share with you. And if you haven't already, check out Perfect Keto. I have a coupon code down below to save 15% on your order at perfectketo.com. That's the brand of collagen that I use, and the coupon code is Keto Rewind 15. Okay, so let's get into it. So I thought, in addition to my weekly weigh-in updates, I thought I would start throwing in a tip every week. So today, the tip is I've had a lot of the same type questions in my comments, you know, asking for more details. And the kind of like the theme that's been in the comments, and yes, I do read the comments and I love the comments. Thank you so much for all the kind words you say. And I'm so happy my videos help you. Seriously, that's like the icing on the cake. But the main question this week was, what do I do when I have cravings? And that is a big one. And this tip is going to really help. Now, first off, I want to say I'm not perfect. In my 28 weeks, I had several weeks, if you go back and like binge watch my videos, where I had gained weight. And I didn't want to share with you those weeks that I gained because I felt ashamed. I felt, you know, nobody would like me anymore. You know, I was embarrassed that, you know, I wasn't perfect. But then I was like, you know what? This is part of the journey. Being not perfect is part of the journey. Nobody's perfect. So when I started sharing my gains for those weeks, you guys embraced it for one, and then it's raw and it's real, and that's how I do it on my channel. But two, I didn't want to have to lie. I would like to keep things as helpful to you as possible. And with that being said, I have to be honest and tell you about those times that I have slip-ups, gains, you know, whatever it is. It's not always about losing every week. There's more to the process. So when I first started my journey, if I had a craving, I would give into it. And then I was not at the point where I had enough even self-discipline or self-control to stop at that meal. It would turn into 2-3 days before I'd snap out of it and get back on the keto wagon. But then I would have to go through the getting into ketosis thing, you know, headaches, feeling yucky for a couple of days, and then also pointing out that when you feel so good on keto because you're not full of inflammation, you're not full of water weight, you're not full of the bloat, you're not full of all that junk that's in all those foods, when you cut all that out and you go keto, you feel glorious. So you forget that your normal used to be eating that way. And even though it felt terrible to you, because now you can see the difference, you still consider that to be normal. That's how it has taken over everybody so much, is because we forget how miserable we feel until we switch to something that makes you feel great. And then you're like, well, why are we doing that? But anyways, that's the hold that the sugar has over you. You forget how awful and tired and crappy you feel. And that's just your new normal, so you don't think anything of it. And only until you've seen the light and gone with keto that you feel the difference in the two different diets. So when you're having those cravings, previously I would give in to them. It was part of learning how to get to where I am now. But now when I find myself that trigger or that button's going on in my head that says, ooh, sweets, ooh, french fries, ooh, potato, ooh, cake, you know, when that is going on in my head, I step back and I'm like, what is going on here? What's triggering it? What's stressing me out? What's causing me to want this? I know better, you know, so I take a step back now and I think, what's going on here? You know, like as if you were telling me what was going on. I'm that person now talking to me, like, what's going on here, and looking at it objectively. Are you stressed? Did something upset you? Is it time to celebrate? Is it your monthly menstrual cycle? Are you thirsty? Are you bored? All reasons before that would trigger me to eat. Now, first things off, 9 out of 10 times you are thirsty. I know it sounds really simple and really like, how could it be? But seriously, 9 out of 10 times you're actually thirsty. The thirst response is very similar to how a hunger response is. And try just having a glass of water. Try that first. I mean, that's not going to hurt anything, and you probably need to drink your water anyways. But that's the first thing. The next likely candidate is you're bored. So now's the time. I don't know if you saw my last video with the pantry, clean out the closet purge, take on a new project or a hobby or something, and get doing it. For me, I found it so therapeutic to purge my closet of all the clothes that are too big for me now and organize it. And I'm not an organized person, but I'm slowly turning into one, and having my pantry in order. And this week, I'm gonna attack my kitchen cabinets. But like, get busy. Stop thinking of food, and that will really help. So do a hobby, hang out with an old friend, find something and get busy. The next one would be, sometimes when I'm stressed or something upset me, I need to walk away. I need to learn how to let it go. I need to respond better. And that means sometimes I just need to go to the gym. Sometimes I need to go get some fresh air. Sometimes I just need to get a book and sit down. But you've got to find a way to bring that all back and get rid of all that negativity, because that is not good for you and it doesn't deserve to have any control over you. You deserve to feel great. So redirect that with an activity like exercise, a book, something, meditation, something fun. And then talk to an old friend. But lastly, if none of that worked and you're still craving, obviously there's the menstrual cycle too. If you're getting your period or it's your time of the month, you're going to have those emotions. So you can try adding magnesium, cocoa nibs, dark chocolate, all that stuff can also help redirect those cravings, because when we have our periods, we crave chocolate, and you can find magnesium in chocolate. So, and that like helps. So it's just one more piece of the puzzle. But still, with all that being said, if you still have done all this stuff and you're still craving, indulge in keto foods. Fat tastes great. You know how many fat bomb recipes, how many coffee recipes, there's a recipe or a copycat recipe for so many things. So when I say it's okay to like cheat with keto foods. I've been doing that for the past month now, and that has been a huge game changer. I will indulge or just eat more fat, and that usually makes you feel full, for one. And two, I don't have to go back into ketosis. I mean, by eating fat or too much fat, you don't get kicked out of ketosis. The only thing that happens is your weight loss will slow, but you're still in ketosis eating excess fat. So, with that being said, you don't have to go through the whole process of getting all that detoxed crap out of your diet, feeling sluggish, feeling like, ugh. If you just eat more keto foods, up your calories for the day, just make it keto, eat more keto, I should say. And if you're over in your fat or your protein, no, don't sweat it. Just pay attention to carbs still. But even if you bumped it to 24 carbs instead of 20, you know what I mean? Let yourself have something, but keep it keto. And then you don't have to go through all of that detox and yuck. And then you're not having to start over. Now you're not going to beat yourself up because you didn't throw yourself out of ketosis. So that's, and then that also helps, not convert, but like redirect your cravings from craving something sweet to craving something satisfying, like a fat. So instead of your go-to being, say, French fries, crackers, cookies, or something, you're going to go to something more like a cream or a butter or a nut. Something that's going to satisfy you, like a salted pecan, a salted candied pecan. You can do all that kind of things with there's a million keto recipes out there. So plan ahead and have things in-house so that if you're running into this and you're like, cravings, you have stuff on hand to snack on, and then you feel like you're getting something, and then it also can help redirect those feelings. So, and then you're not starting all over. So that's my tip for the week. I thought I had shared that prior, but I think it's something I just think and I forget to add it to a video. But that has really helped me big on avoiding the snacking, avoiding the cravings, and redirecting those cravings. And then it's at the point now where it's like, that's just what I do. Because you're never, ever, 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 ever going to avoid all cravings, all stress, all of that in your life. But what you can always do is change how you respond. So that's kind of like the message this week. And if you want to see exercise videos, I'm going to ask a couple of my local friends if they want to see, if they'll come to the gym with me and film my routine, so that if you have a gym membership, or you maybe would think that it's not so scary if someone told you how to do it, comment below and say yes. So, or you don't have to say yes, but you know what I mean. So anyways, next weekend is my birthday, so, which I love having a Labor Day birthday, but that means I'm going to be really strict this week, so I'm going to probably make a cake or something. You know what's funny? I probably will even make my own birthday cake, because the bakery that's here it's good, but it's so pricey, and I know I can make the cake a million times cheaper. So I might even make a cake video for you this week for, another, because I made one when I first started the journey, but I know so much more now. So I'll probably do something like that. But so anyways, next time or the next video, I'll be a year older. But you know what? The funny thing is, with that being said, I feel better now than I felt in 15 years. So while I've been younger for 15 years than I'm going to be this weekend, I feel better than I felt in the last 15 years. So age is just really a number. I've now hit level 37, and level 37, well, not yet. But when I do have my birthday, I'm going to hit level 37, it's going to be great. The higher the level, the better, Because look how much more I know now than I did last year. Last year, I was sad and miserable and hated myself, and I've done a complete 360. So don't get discouraged by getting older. You're growing wiser, you're hitting a new level, and don't let it define you. So I'll see you at the next video. I am Jess, and you're watching Keto Rewind.